The Arkham games have finally came to an incredible conclusion, but many people are still confused about the timeline of the Arkhamverse. That's why I'm here. I'm here to explain the entire Arkham timeline in one video. I will be using all DLC in one prequel comic series since it is initial for this timeline. If you enjoy, go ahead and click that like button and subscribe button and enjoy the video. And if you have any comments or questions, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. So the first part of the Arkham timeline is Batman Arkham Origins. Now though this is one of the least favorite ones in the Arkham community, it's probably the most important. Explain Joker's backstory in an amazing cutscene gameplay mission, also why Bane, Deadshot, Firefly, and Deathstroke hate Batman in later games, and why they look the way they do now. The official story is that Black Mask has hired 8 assassins to kill the Batman. Surprise, it's not Black Mask at all, it's actually Joker. Not so much of a surprise, he really likes to kill people. Bane finds out who Batman is because Batman says the same crap to women as he does to supervillains. Batman finds Bane and Joker at Blackgate, where Joker says Batman has to kill Bane or Joker dies. Jim Gordon tries to stop this, but gets captured by the Joker. Batman stops Bane's heart, and Joker thinks he killed him, running off. Batman rescues Bane, and while Bane has the upper hand, Bane, for some stupid reason, ejects himself with the TN1 Titan. It is a super drug that has only been tested once and failed. Bane loses his memory, and Batman hunts down the Joker and stops him. Bats gains Jim Gordon's trust, and happy ever after. Until the DLC of Cold Heart for Batman Arkham Origins. So this isn't really important to the story to cover. I don't really need to do it, but the only thing you guys didn't really take out of this is that the media likes and accepts Batman now and trusts him to save the day every time. So for the sake of time and for everything else, I'm just gonna go ahead and skip this and let's say it's just the origin of Mr. Freeze. It's not that important. So this is where it gets kind of tricky because, well, we're still in the origin stage, but we need to dig deep into the multiplayer. So this is something that's actually crazy because, well, we're basically 3 years into Batman's crime-fighting career, and this time around he has a sidekick, and it's Robin. Of course, it's Dick Grayson. Now, a lot of people are going to say in the comments, well, Bane looks the same as in the actual place before he injected himself with the T1 Titan. You know what? We're not going to get into that. Bane, I guess you could say, yeah, that's a weird plot hole, but we're not going to cover that right now. Now we have a huge 4 to 5 year gap of just normal crime fighting and random heroes and villains kind of emerging, such as Ra's al Ghul. This next part is just theory and speculation, so bear with me. If you have something better, go ahead and comment down in the comments below. After 5 years of living in Batman's shadow, Dick Grayson decides to move on and move to Bloodhaven. About 6 months later, Batman finds a new Robin, Jason Todd. By this time, a new hero has actually emerged, a mysterious hero, Batgirl. Bruce and Jason are confused on who this is, and they want to know who this new hero actually is. One day, they're out on patrol and they spot Batgirl. They begin to follow. They follow Batgirl to Barbara Gordon's apartment. They find out that Barbara Gordon is the commissioner's daughter. They barge in and confront her. Batman tells her that she needs to stop this, and she tells Batman that she could be a big help. Jason agrees with her for obvious reasons. All 3 of them head back to the Batcave, and she's amazed by this. Alfred walks in, and she puts 2 and 2 together, finding out that Bruce Wayne is Batman. Before she can celebrate, the Batcomputer sounds an alarm. It's Joker. Joker has taken Jim Gordon. Barbara freaks out and begins to go after Joker. Bruce tries to stop her, but can't. So Jason goes after her and tells Bruce to stay back. Bruce does. Alfred asks if this is a good idea, and Bruce tells Alfred that Jason is strong. He can stop Barbara. Now this is where the Batgirl DLC takes place. Now before you actually start getting your opinions in a bunch, I believe that Jason Todd was a Robin during this time because it takes place before Arkham Asylum, and Joker taunts Batman about not having a sidekick during Arkham Asylum, so there's no way Tim Drake could have been the Robin at that time. So here we go. Since Robin is going after Batgirl, they both end up at Joker's Funland, and Batgirl lands and they're surrounded by a bunch of Joker's thugs. Robin jumps down and helps her. She asks if he was following her, and Jason says yes. They both go after Joker. They have Joker cornered, and more Joker thugs surround them. This time, it's too much for Robin. He gets knocked out, but Batgirl doesn't see this and pursues the Joker. She takes him out and saves her dad. In the interest of Joker's Funland, Batman is waiting there with the Batmobile. He sees Batgirl and Jim exit of the Funland, but he does not see Robin or Jason Todd. He panics and asks Barbara, "Where's Jason?" He's scared and begins to look for him. While Batgirl was saving her dad, Joker woke up and took Jason to an abandoned part of Arkham Asylum where Batman didn't even know about and starts torturing him for a year. Joker starts to beat him with a crowbar. A week later, Barbara is at her apartment reading a book, waiting for her friend. Someone knocks on the door and Barbara checks. A man with pale skin is standing there. It's Joker. She tries to run, but Joker pulls out a gun and shoots her in her back, making her fall into glass. He taunts her and takes pictures of her while she's laying in her own blood. Skipping ahead about 6 months later, Jason Todd is presumed dead and Joker is taken the mayor hostage. Batman breaks in and stops him. Joker doesn't really put up much of a fight, and Batman is very suspicious about this, considering the last time he heard of the Joker was the video of him killing Jason Todd. These are the events of Arkham Asylum. Of course, we all know what happens, but these are the most important parts. Jim Gordon gets taken by the Joker again, and Barbara Oracle now is scared for her dad's life. Joker is trying to make an army of Titan-filled monsters. Scarecrow makes his move early and affects Batman by making him see his dead parents, asking Bruce for help, telling him to save them, and stopping the man who killed them. After a series of Scarecrow's episodes, Batman follows Scarecrow into Killer Croc's lair. Scarecrow threatens to throw the fear toxin into the water. Before he can, Killer Croc emerges out of the water, grabbing Crane. Batman throws a batarang at Croc and sending Croc and Scarecrow into the water. Batman has to find plants or some type of chemical stuff that actually counteracts the effects of Titan. He successfully finds them. He travels back to the Batcave on Arkham Island to make an antidote for the Titan effect, to make a cure for Poison Ivy. While he's making the antidote, a huge rumble occurs. It's Ivy. She's destroying the Batcave and stopping the process of the antidote. He goes to the gardens and stops Ivy. After that, Joker invites him to the party he's been promoting all night. Batman heads there, and he's greeted by thugs. But this time, in a way, it's kind of nice. Once you kind of get past him, or if you want to beat him up, you can, you enter a room where Joker is wearing a TV for basically a head. He actually runs into the other room, and he's actually he blows up the place where you're standing. There's a huge hole in the wall now, and you go after him. After he kind of makes you fight two security guards that are filled with Titan, Joker reveals that he has Jim Gordon once again, after Jim Gordon apparently left the island after fighting Bane. Joker shoots Batman with the Titan-filled syringe, Batman fights it off, and Joker gets mad. Joker then shoots himself, turning himself into a giant, huge Titan Joker monster thing. Batman and Joker fight in the worst Batman boss battle in Batman Arkham Knight history, Batman Arkham history, and Batman wins. A month after this, Batman gets a new Robin, Tim Drake. 6 months later, the leaders of Gotham decide to build a wall around a small part of Gotham. This will later be known as Arkham City, a place where criminals were relocated after Arkham Asylum. Both Arkham Asylum and Blackgate prisoners are relocated there, and Bruce Wayne is trying to fight this by closing down Arkham City, since it isn't safe for Gotham. Bruce gets captured by Hugo Strange. After a while, Bruce gets to the top of his chemicals after fighting off Penguin slugs and becomes the Batman. He goes after and finds Catwoman, and Joker tries to kill her. Batman goes after Joker, and Joker captures Batman. Joker poisons Batman, and Batman needs to find a cure. Now Batman goes after Cobblepot because he has Freeze, and Freeze has the only cure. Batman knocks Penguin to the ground, and Penguin explodes the floor, sending Batman falling into a cave-like place. There, Batman fights Solomon Grundy, and Reed kills Grundy. Batman meets up with Freeze, and Freeze tells Batman he cannot make the cure without a special ingredient. Batman sees this and finds out that Ra's al Ghul is the key to making the cure. A random ninja jumps out of a case that Cobblepot had her in, and Batman follows her. Batman needs to put a tracker on her to follow her back to Ra's al Ghul. He does this and then gets saved by Batman. Bruce gives Tim his blood, and Tim runs off. Batman follows the tracker into Wonder City and finds where they're hiding. Batman fights Ra's and wins, taking his blood. He heads back to Freeze and gives him Rash's blood. It works. The cure is made. Mr. Freeze wants Nora back, and Batman fights Mr. Freeze. Batman wins, of course, and goes for the cure, but it's gone. Harley Quinn took it, but in between that, Talia al Ghul took it and tied up Harley Quinn. Now, that's something that we don't know until, really the last, 10 minutes of the game, but whatever. As Batman goes after Joker, Protocol 10 is about to be activated. As Batman confronts Joker, Protocol 10 is being activated. It targets a steel mill and takes out Batman. Before Joker could kill Batman, Talia saves him by, basically telling Joker that he can give, anybody the gift of immortality. Basically talking about Ra's al Ghul. After this, Joker believes her and follows her, leaving Batman to quote-unquote die. But lucky Batman, Catwoman is there to save the day. Batman now needs to stop Protocol 10. He makes his way to the Wonder Tower to stop Hugo Strange. Once he gets there, he shuts down Protocol 10 and stops Strange. We know Strange is working with somebody, and we find out who it is. Ra's al Ghul. This was his plan. It was his idea to make Arkham City and wipe Gotham clean of the filth that fills it. Strange says to the computer, activate Protocol 11, which explodes the tower, sending Batman and Ra's craning out of the window. Batman tries to save Ra's, but Ra's kills himself trying to kill Batman. When he lands, Joker invites him to the movie theater to save his quote-unquote girl. After taking out a few snipers, and by a few I mean the most difficult thing I've done in Batman Arkham City, he enters the theater. Talia is tied up and has a gun pointed to her head by Joker. Talia breaks free and kills the Joker. After some thinking, Batman finds out that this is not the real Joker, and the real one is behind him. The real Joker shoots Talia, killing her. The fake Joker stands up and it's revealed to be none other than Clayface. The two fight and Joker explodes the floor, sending them to Wonder City, right in front of the Lazarus Pit. After a long fight, Batman jumps into Clayface, that's what she said, and cuts him open, retrieving the cure. Batman drinks some of the cure. Joker stands over the Lazarus Pit. Batman throws a sword at Joker and hits the electric box behind Joker. It makes the box explode and sends Batman flying, knocking him out. Batman wakes up and Joker begins to taunt him. Joker jumps on Batman and stabs Bats with a syringe. Batman drops the cure and Joker cries out, no. Joker tries to lick it off the ground. Batman says he would have saved Joker. Joker responds, that's actually pretty funny. While laughing, Joker is taking his last breath, and he dies with a grin. Now that's about it. I'm not going to really explain anything else further. That prequel title I was talking about is for Batman Arkham Knight, and it's right before Batman Arkham Knight. And the reason why it's kind of essential to the story is because it basically debunks that Jason Todd is Batman, because the Arkham Knight basically follows Bruce Wayne, basically Batman, throughout the entire comic book, which is like 9 months. So it can't be... Jason Todd can't be Batman at the end of Batman Arkham Knight Nightfall Protocol. But basically, you know, if you guys want to totally do this, just watch this video. After you're done watching this video, play through Batman Arkham Knight or watch Batman Arkham Knight, because I can't really explain a 10-hour game in about 5 minutes. So sorry. You know, that prequel title, It was essential, but it wasn't that big. Also, the Harley Quinn's Revenge is there too. And if I had to put that in order, it would go Harley Quinn's Revenge, the prequel title, Arkham Knight, Jason Todd, and I'm sorry, like Harley Quinn would be like right before Arkham Knight, like a day or two before Arkham Knight, and then Jason Todd's story would be right after Arkham Knight, and then he goes off to do his own thing. So that's basically my timeline for Batman Arkham Knight. If you guys agree, I know some of it was theories and speculations, but if you guys do agree, go ahead and tell me in the comments below. If you don't agree, that's completely up to you. It's your guys' opinion. It's your guys' choice. If you don't want to believe me, that's completely fine. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a long one. I wrote a script for it, and it took me forever. You guys see a blooper at the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.